Okay, test. 1, 2, 3. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to BWTM Sports. This is the review for the get this right again. Ugonoh versus. Let me get this right. Rosansky. So it's a Izu Ugonoh versus Rosansky. So I'll say Ugonoh versus Rosansky. I hope I pronounced the gentleman's name right. First of all, before I begin, please do hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Make sure you hit the notification button so when I go live, you'll be able to see the latest videos as well. Don't forget to check out. Also, we do gaming on the channel now as well. So we're doing a lot of FIFA stuff. So join in, have some fun, and when we do the live shows, come in and have a chat. Okay, back to the boxing for those who are here for this review. And thank you for those people out there. Special shout out to Stephen Pemberton. Thank you so much, Steve, for your inspiration for me to continue doing these videos. I don't get around as much time to do what I used to talk about all these fights. But this fight in particular, you'll see the connection why I'm really interested in doing this post-fight. Now, coming into this fight, we knew that Ugonoh got knocked out by Dominic Brazil previously. And I was one of the big fans of Ugonoh. One of the things about any fighter, it's all right if you can give it out and you knock people out and you're looking devastating it. Another thing is when you're getting hit back. And then there's another thing when you have to get hit back and somebody's bringing a fight to you and then you have to fight back. For me, I've never been one to get too excited about guys who just keep knocking guys over with no resistance, because eventually someone's going to hit them back. Eventually someone's going to test that heart. I know he was training a lot. He was working with Joseph Parker, and they were around for a while. I know that Stavern had sparred with him, so I did know a bit about Izu and his punching power. And he said he could punch a bit. Now, knowing that he was out of, I think he was out of Poland or something, I believe. And I have to say I was impressed with what I was seeing of Izu. I didn't know he was the finished article, but I thought he'd be in the top 10 in the mix of the heavyweight division. Good power, seemed to have good speed. I always had that concern of that Herbie Hyde sort of, as soon I don't mind dishing it out, but when it comes to getting hit back, I may end up falling down like Herbie Hyde and not really being able to put much resistance. Having said that, Herbie Hyde, when he fought Rick Bowe, got knocked down 5-6 times, so he showed plenty of heart to get back up and fight. But Vitaly Klitschko put that one right, knocking Hyde out in the second round. I remember Gary Mason, one of my favorite boxers and commentators, he said, well, you don't know what Herbie Hyde's going to turn up. You don't know if it's going to be Herbie Hyde that's going to come out and have a fight or Herbie Hyde's going to fall down. And he said, well, tonight we saw Herbie Hyde that fell down. But that was against Vitaly Klitschko. And you really can't argue out Vitaly Klitschko's punching power. But anyway, back to my point about Izu Ugonoh. I'm probably pronouncing the guy's name right. Now, on the outset of this, I knew that Bashir is currently in Poland. I don't know if that was the same night that Vladimir Kasuk, one of the heavyweights that Uncle Bashir is actually working with at the moment, who's taking him on, or who's Kasuk has asked Bashir to become his trainer, which he's doing. They've just had a third fight, a win. So congratulations to Vladimir Kasuk. He hasn't been on the channel yet because he's Ukrainian, doesn't speak much English, but we're working on it. Maybe we might get Vlad Sorinka to do the translation. But anyway, there was talk at one point of Bashir and Izu working together. And I thought that would have been a blessing in disguise for Izu, because he would have got a world-class trainer who knows how to train heavyweights and just knows how to get the best out of a fighter. Izu decided not to go that way. Probably he knew best. So obviously when you know best and you've got an experienced trainer in the corner and you're ignoring that trainer and you're going to do your own thing, and then you decide to get other people in the corner, then they know best. Well, from the first round of that fight between Izu and Rosansky, there was a problem. Now, I don't know if Izu was gun shy, or he forgot what a right hand is, or he thought it was a sparring session, which meant that the guy wasn't allowed to hit him back. Or there was an agreement before the fight that said, hey, look, you know what? I'm going to throw the jab. You're going to walk forward. There you go. See, that's what happens. Stop talking rubbish. Give me a second. Let me get my... it's all happening today. Let's get this back up here. Are we still on? Well, we're still on. Right. Apologies. So I don't know if Izu had an agreement with Rozansky at the beginning of the fight. I don't know if he had an agreement that said, you know what? I'm just going to jab you. You're going to look like you're threatening me, but I'm just going to jab you. I'm not going to use my right hand. I'm just going to jab you. Now, did Izu come into the fight with an injury? I don't know. But I do know something. He's either gun shy, his right hand was injured, or I don't know what he was. I don't know what the training was. I'm going to go with the two where he was injured or he's gun shy. I'll even go one step further and say he's gun shy, because for a comeback fight against a guy, Rozansky is very ordinary, very, very ordinary. Nothing special about it. Doesn't move his head, walks in straight lines, takes punches as he comes in, the ones he was taking. And his punches are pretty crude. So there was nothing fantastic about his opponent. No disrespect, pretty ordinary. And a sort of guy that was open to us 1-2 combination. But I didn't see it from Izu. And the way he fell down, I say fell down in the fight. He was not using the jab in an authoritative fashion. He wasn't putting a double jab right hand combination. No point I saw double jab right hand combination. Even though 1-2, I didn't see that. I saw him jab, 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 jab. And it was a flicking jab. There was no sort of authority behind the jab. So, of course, Rozansky is able to just walk up on him and throw punches. Of course, the jab is there to keep the guy off. But you've got a right hand. So he does kind of throw a right hand when he's already visited the canvas or on the verge of visiting the canvas. The whole fight, for me, I don't know what Izzy was doing. His team, I don't know who his trainer was, but that trainer needs to be sacked. And the team and Izu himself. Me personally, Izu should retire. Based on what I saw there, he should retire. Because he had no drive to throw the right hand. The only time he was throwing the right hand was in survival mode when he was on the verge of getting knocked out. The way he fell down showed heartlessness. It showed like a complete lack of disinterest, did not want to be in the sport. Like, or somebody who's pulled him in the ring, said, have a fight tonight. He just was totally not prepared. His setup was all wrong for me. He didn't set up like a guy. He didn't fight like a guy who wanted to win. He fought like a guy who's trying to get to points and trying to sneak out some sort of win with a jab alone. It was dreadful to watch. For a guy that I thought was a top 10 heavyweight, it was disgusting to watch. And for me, he needs to retire, because you're looking at that guy there. On the basis of that performance tonight, Dave Allen would have beaten him. No disrespect to Dave Allen, but I think if I'm matching Dave Allen at the moment, Izu, I'll put Dave Allen with Izu. Dave Allen, not Izu, out. All right. So you talk about Dave Allen, and then you take a Dave Allen, and then you look at, then from a Dave Allen, you can go to a Deontay Wilder or Tyson Fury. They're the top echelons of heavyweight boxing, or Dillian White, or Andy Ruiz. You put those guys up there, or even Anthony Joshua. Put those guys up there against this Rozansky guy as a joke. You put Izu in there, it's even more of a joke, because Izu's not going to throw a right hand. He's just throwing a jab. And these guys are walking down and take him out. And if he's falling down to that kind of punching from that guy, could you imagine him getting hit by Deontay Wilder? Izu needs to retire. Or he needs to have a serious think about what he's doing in boxing. Izu, if you're watching this video and your team, you should seriously retire. Why am I saying this? Because you show me from rounds 1 to 4 where you showed any ambition to want to fight. Show me through the whole tape where you could show me that you wanted to become a heavyweight champion of the world. In fact, show me any point between 1 to 4 where you showed any ambition to actually want to win that fight. I didn't hear the corner. I didn't hear what the corner was saying. But he didn't seem to fight with any sort of gear. It was the same thing for the whole fight. So I don't know if he trained himself. If his trainer trained him, if I'd seen it for 3 rounds, I wouldn't have allowed him come out and fight for the 4th round. Because from round 1, he was getting hit and getting hurt. So to me, the other thing you ask yourself is Izu's punch resistance. I don't know how much punch resistance he's got. You got to ask the question. So this guy is a sitting duck to get knocked out all the time now. Izu, either get yourself a James Bashir, or I don't even know if you're going to want to work with someone like yourself now. You know, sometimes a boxer doesn't know what's good for them. Sometimes a boxer thinks they know best. And this is a classic example of you having a world-class trainer to work with and you deciding to get 2 big trainers to look after you. This is what happens. This is what happens. You've got a legendary trainer to work with who's trained many champions. You decide to go and do something yourself. It's all right. You decide not to work with Bashir. What do you go and do afterwards? This. It's sad to see. But if they know best, and if they think they know best, and you can't talk to them, then this is the result. So, congratulations to Rosansky. That's going to put him in the firing line for other fights in the future. His name, people are going to talk about him now. Some people will elevate him to some ridiculous levels now. That he's ready to fight Anduris and nonsense like that. The guy is at a level. If they can maneuver him, maybe get him fights against, I don't know, an aging Chris Ariola. Maybe I'd like to see Rosansky against what's his name? Prince. What's his name? Martin. The guy that Joshua beaten a round or 2 rounds to become heavyweight champion of the world. Charles Martin. Charles Martin, him would be a good fight. Like to see him fight. Yeah. He's that sort of guy that you see Derek Chisora fighting on the undercard in the O2 Arena, Rosansky. That's the sort of guy, that's Derek Chisora type of guy. No disrespect to Derek Chisora, but that's the kind of guy I expect him to be fighting. Or the sort of guy that I expect Joseph Parker to be fighting. Not Pianetta or what's the other guy he fought the other day? Alex Leopold, you know what I mean? So, those are my thoughts on that. Izu needs to retire. It doesn't look good. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to rate, subscribe, leave your comments as always. This is BWTM Sports. I'm out. Take care.